നമസ്കാരം സുഹൃത്തുക്കളെ, ലോകമെമ്പാടുമുള്ള മലയാളികൾക്ക് നമ്മുടെ വാവ മലയാളി ചാനലിലോട്ട് വീണ്ടും സ്വാഗതം. നമ്മൾ ഇന്ന് സംസാരിക്കാൻ പോകുന്നത് ഒരു വളരെ ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റിംഗ് ടോപ്പിക്കാണ്. വൺ ഓഫ് ദ റിയലി ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റിംഗ് ടോപ്പിക് I thought today we will discuss, and that's about a feel-good factor. Something to do with neuroscience. We want to explore the science of our brain, something which can help us really think about how our brain works. So today we are diving into the fascinating world of neuroscience to talk about neurotransmitter. That's all about pleasure, motivation, and rewards. What I'm talking about, dopamine. That's what I'm talking about, dopamine. Dopamine is a feel-good chemical in your brain that we will learn about it today. It's going to help you in many ways. You might have experienced a feel-good moment when you do certain things in your life. We'll just explore what are the things, അതിനെപ്പറ്റി നമുക്ക് ഒരു ഐഡിയ കിട്ടും എന്തൊക്കെയാണ് കാര്യങ്ങൾ. It's so much more than that. Let's explore dopamine, how it works in our bodies on a day-to-day basis with some real-life examples. First thing is first, let's understand the basics. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter, which means it's like a messenger that helps our brain cells or neurons that communicates with each other. Imagine neurons as a tiny talkative neighbors passing notes between them. Like two neighbors probably sending a message to each other. Imagine that. That is somehow, something that how it works. And now let's see how dopamine operates in our daily life. First, the morning motivation. Ever wondered, the burst of energy when your alarm goes off? Most guys, when the alarm goes off, you go to sleep again. First thing we think about is snoozing, right? And then probably we get up. But eventually we know we have to get up because we have got a big day ahead of us and we need to do a lot of tasks. So that's the dopamine which is playing around, So, you get motivated to stay awake and start your day and conquer and complete those tasks. So that is the morning motivation, so that when you get up, when you get that energy, when you feel good, and when you get the energy and you want to do certain things, that's the dopamine. What is at work? And when does the dopamine doesn't work? Is when you get up and you don't feel like getting up itself. You're like snoozing and thinking all the different ways how you can go to sleep, continue to sleep back to sleep. That's when dopamine is not working. When does it work? It's the time when you feel good and you really want to enjoy that day. You look forward for that day. That's when the dopamine works. Now, another example is delicious dining. Imagine you go into a restaurant, one good restaurant, and there's good food there. And your brain will actually start thinking about how the food is and how you're going to enjoy the food and how you're going to love it. That's the place where the dopamine is working. When you eat something delicious, your brain releases what? It's dopamine, creating the pleasurable feeling and encouraging you to keep enjoying that meal. Another place where it works is accomplishing goals. When you have certain goals, let's say fast, you're running a marathon or you're running a race, and when you finish the race, you win or you don't win, but at least when you complete the thing, you feel good about it. And that's the dopamine what is getting released in your brain, and you get that feel good factor. This is the same when you achieve your goals. This is the same when you set goals and achieve them. You get the dopamine release factor in your brain, and you get the feel good factor, and you feel really good. That is the dopamine release. Another example is the social connections. When you meet people, when you socialize with them, when you have a good time with them, and when you are looking forward to meeting them, these are all the times when the dopamine releases and you feel good about it and you really look forward for it. And then you have the thrill of adventure. Making adventurous dopamine get back to you. Whether you are trying something new, taking risks, exploring uncharted territories, the rush you feel is thanks to dopamine encouraging you to step out of your comfort zone. You feel really, you want to do something special, something new. You don't mind taking the risk and just doing it. You don't even know how it's going to be, but you are all set to do it, whatever it takes. That's the time this dopamine is releasing. Digital, then you have got the digital delights. That means you're sitting and you get a phone messages and you're looking forward to receive those messages. And maybe some of the messages which you get, maybe it's a WhatsApp message or a Facebook notification or Instagram notification or one of the Snapchat or whatever it is. And when you see that message and you feel good about it, that's the dopamine release in your brain. You feel good, So it's like a feel-good factor. So when you get these messages, you get these dopamine spikes in your brain because you are really looking forward for that message, and that is in line with what you're thinking, and it makes you feel happy. That is the dopamine release. Another instance is, when relaxation and self-care, when you are taking a time off. What I mean is the me time. You take a relaxation, like for example, meditation, self-care, deep breathing and mindfulness, boosting our dopamine receptors to receive that dopamine, contributing to a calmer and more centered yourself. You try to be, centering your feeling, and you feel really good about it. So in short, whether you're savoring a beautiful meal, crushing your goals, or laughing with your friends, dopamine is there, adding to your daily experience and shaping your behavior. Just remember, balance is the key. While dopamine may play a crucial role in our lives, maintaining a healthy lifestyle and managing its releases responsibly is essential for the overall well-being. Thanks for joining us for this journey. I would love to hear your comments. If you find this video interesting, please do like and share.